for life.
But it's real funny though, because I just think that this is what's gonna happen.
I'm good, man. I'll take a hug though. I'll take a hug. I'm not afraid of a hug, man. I'm not out here to hate anybody.
But nobody asked, and you knew that this was gonna happen. You're trying to stir the pot when no one's trying to cook, okay?
No. That was a very good. I like that. I might use that later.
Wait, what you do guys? You're trying to stir the pot.
He can tell you where he goes.
Where do you go?
I'm a missionary from southeast Minnesota, so I came down to be here with my friend today. Is that okay? Thanks. Thank you.
I do also know that Gladford Police Department did ask you to continue to move about. So you want to cross
we stopped for a while, and I'm gonna finish this up, and then I'm gonna leave. So I mean, you can't care enough about me as a human being to even shake my hand civilly.
It's not about shaking your hand. I just want everybody to feel welcome on the sidewalk and make sure.
I'm trying to be.
I understand.
I'm trying to be kind.
You are well within your rights to do what you are doing.
So I understand. Look, my friend and I have yet to attack anyone. All we've been talking about is the Bible, talking about the Scripture. When nobody wants it, that's why we do it.
If nobody wants it, why do it?
Because we do it.
Okay, let's play the Bible game. When Jesus saw things that were wrong, he went after that, and that's what we're doing right now. Because this is the only reason why you're doing this.
No.
You just want to stir the pot.
I honestly would love to have a conversation with somebody who wants to be civil, but see what happens is everybody talks to me about tolerance, right?
But you just want to
listen. Can I finish? See, that's the thing. You talk about tolerance and you talk about love, but when you engage me, you get mad and you cut me off. I have yet to do that.
Let's talk.
No.
No one wants to get real professional and talk to me like you're cutting me off.
I haven't said sexual sin. Period is wrong. Period. I don't care if it's heterosexual, homosexual, whatever, bisexual. It doesn't matter. Sexual sin.
Here's my question.
But see, the problem is every single time I try to talk, you cut me off.
But here's my question. I have a question. I have a question. Yes, thank you. But I have a question though.
But I have yet to say that to somebody.
But I have a question.
Can we talk?
I have a question. So, did you?
Are you going to dictate this entire conversation because other people want to talk?
Did you know coming here that nobody was going to want this? Did you know that this was going to be unwanted in this place?
So what I will answer is that no matter where I go with the gospel, no matter where I go, whether it's here, whether it's to a strip club where heterosexual men go to
bring stuff where people don't want it. That's my only question.
Is anybody else willing to speak civilly? Because that's all I want to do.
No one's
Why? I'm Todd.
I ain't cussed you out yet.
No, but you keep cutting me off, and that's the epitome of rudeness.
Other people off too. Stop talking about us cutting you off when you're also cutting some of us off. I just want to say one thing. You have every right to be angry. You have every right.
I appreciate you saying that.
But when, for us, if you look at our point of view, we're just trying to have fun.
I get that.
Be ourselves. And it's like we're so used to.
It's kind of in your face. I get it.
We're so used to people hating. Now you have every right to be angry. You have every right to state your opinion. You have every right to do these things just as much as we do.
Absolutely. I've yet to tell you not to say what you think.
We know this, but
I serve my country so that even though we disagree,
you're still here.
I'm still here. I wasn't telling you that for an applause. I'm just saying I serve my country so that people like you and I can have a free exchange of ideas.
Everybody is entitled to their own opinions.
Absolutely.
No matter what.
Absolutely. I agree 100%.
But trying to change others, like, oh yeah, go Catholic, isn't really...
Well, I'm not asking anybody to go Catholic.
It's a lot like you said, rubbing in our face.
It feels that way. I get that. Yeah.
It feels that way.
Why did you come here? Like, what was your
What was the motive?
thinking behind it?
What's the motive?
So if I tell you the truth, will you believe me? No. She said no. Just no.
Maybe.
I do this not just at places like this. I'm sorry. I say guys in a very generic way because I'm really old, so you're gonna have to forgive me and be tolerant of my oldness. I try as much as I can. Okay.
That's a great thing.
Well, depends on what it is. So I do this in a ton of different places. I go to strip clubs. I don't go in them. There was a day I did, but hey, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I go to strip clubs, I go to bars, I go to bike trails, I go to college campuses, and I engage people no matter where I go with the same message. And it's got nothing to do with hating. Honestly, it doesn't. I love everybody. I really do. And I know... Go ahead, sir. Why? Because when God saw fit to come into my life and save me from a lifetime of wretchedness, what part? Okay. Okay. What God told us in His Word is to go out into the world and preach the gospel to all people. He actually says preach the gospel. There's several different words. There's martyretto, which is to witness, and then there is caruso. Just a second. Then there's caruso, which is to preach, and they're used in different ways, and they mean kind of the same thing at different times. So, what was your question?
Okay, so like I go to church and I know
Okay.
I know that when I'm there, that people around me, they love me.
We're enjoying ourselves.
So are you here to support all the people here?
I'm here to support through the message of the gospel, which is to compel.
I don't know what he's hearing.
Which is to compel people to turn to Christ to find life.
So you're not against any of this?
I'm not against homosexuals, and I think that's a miss, because there are people here that need to hear the gospel. There are people everywhere that need to hear the gospel. But that's one of the reasons why you need to hear the gospel.
That's kind of forcing religion. It's a lot like forcing it if you think about it. If you look at our side of the shoes, like what if I was
If
Go ahead.
everybody would please listen, as I've said, we're creating a blockage to the porta potties. I would like to break this group up, please. So if you could move back to enjoying the festival, that would be great. Thank you very much. Once again, at your earliest convenience, if you continue to move about so we don't create these blockages, that would be very helpful. Thank you all very much. Sincerely appreciate it.
I'm just trying to make sure you have every right to be out here as much as we do, but at the same time, it's like blowing it in our face about who we are. And throwing a religion against somebody can be very, it can be kind of scary if you think about it. How for us, it's something we've never known about, and for me, I don't believe in these things, and you have every right to, obviously. But for me, it's a little scared because I've gone to these Pride Fest, I've gone to these things,
and you've seen hateful people.
Yes, I've seen hateful people. So that's
have I been acting like them?
No, I'm saying that's why all these people are going against you right now.
I understand that. And one of the reasons, and I was telling somebody earlier, one of the reasons why we came out is because we want people to see that it's possible for a Christian to come out and preach the gospel and do it in a way where we're not calling you names.
We're being calm. We're saying that you're terrible people and
right.
going to hell.
And if you ever hear me say somebody's terrible, I'm pointing the finger at myself 98% of the time, because even with Christ, I'm still a sinner, and I still need Jesus. There is no hope of salvation for a person without Christ. Without Christ, and we know that's a message that people aren't comfortable with. So I appreciate your civility. I don't know how old you are, but by far a far more mature and adult response than I've seen from many of the adults.
It's how my parents raised me.
And I appreciate that. That is phenomenal.
As much as you do.
I appreciate that. I mean that. You have been very respectful, and I am floored at your respect. So,
Are you filming this?
I film everything because people have threatened me and people have assaulted me. So,
and I'm very sorry that you have to do this because you do have
In my opinion, I grew up in a Christian family, and my opinion is that every single religion has a different feel of what happiness is. I believe in Buddhism, and pure happiness is not from one thing. It's not from a person, it's just from yourself. And if you're happy with yourself, then that's what matters. And I feel like it shouldn't matter if it's with a male or with a female, because my opinion is God said, love thy neighbor, and dated back in an older Bible, it said man shall not sleep with a boy, which was referring to pedophilia, and it was changed later in dates. Man should not sleep with man. And sometimes in some Bibles it doesn't even say that, depending on what religion. And my opinion is...
she doesn't want you to talk to me, so...
And my opinion is happiness is not coming from.
She wants you to not talk to us, so we'll leave. That's what she's doing.
So negative from a religion, and I feel like in a lot of religions,
No, I got you all. I'm sorry.
No, she's not. She wants you to not talk to us, so we'll leave.
LGBT community, and I was gonna say, why is that if it's supposed to be based off of happiness and spiritual feeling of happiness if there's such negativity involved?
Oh, we're so sorry.
He was really about to open the door.
God told us to be holy, and He is holy. He needs to be righteous, and He is righteous to do right things.
I don't like big
Someone's happy doing something that they like to do. I'd ask them what's going to happen when you're going to die. What's going to happen when you're going to die?
Well, and my question is what happens if there isn't a heaven or a hell? What if you are reincarnated, or what if you're just nothing, or what if we're all in a huge galaxy of spiritual embodiments?
That's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, but heaven and hell is a lot of what ifs too, and God, and
So let me ask you a question.
Adam and Eve.
Do you, that ray gun building over there? I just call it ray gun because that's what's on the side. Does that building have a builder? Did somebody build that building?
Yes.
Did somebody design that building? Was there an architect who was in charge of making sure that building would stand the test of time, so to speak? Okay. Would you believe me if I told you that I believe that building just happened to fall into place just like it did? Okay. Do you know what the most intricate part of the human body is? Do you? The human eye. Science cannot duplicate the human eye. That's why when the human eye goes bad, like you and I, when the human eye goes bad, it goes bad, right? Science cannot duplicate the human eye. So yet. No. That's why I'm engaging with you in the conversation.
To you because I have grown up in a Christian family,
and I appreciate that.
And I have stated my opinions. I was Christian for a very long time until I was pretty much basically kicked out of my church. I supported LGBT community, and they said if you believe in that, you can leave.
No,
in my opinion,
no church who loves people is going to look at you, no matter what they think your sin is, and tell you you're not welcome here.
Okay, and in my opinion,
excuse me, sir, I need you off of the grass area. You are not to be. This is private property.
Right on. Right on. Okay, let's go, girl. Yeah, we're good.
Thanks for talking with us. Well, I'm trying to get the middle finger, okay?